Hi everyone, my name is Rithnika and you've reached Natural Vibrations. Today's NatVibe Talk is all about blockages, all right? I always try to pick a topic that relates to what's going on in my life, and that's how I get the inspiration to cover it in these talks. Oops, let me quickly put my phone on silent. All right. Um, you know, if you've seen if any of my other videos, and if you haven't, please do check them out because this is sort of in progression. We do the work. We put out our intentions. We clear our blockages. We do everything we have to do to manifest what we want, whether it's love, money, health, whatever it is that we want. And sometimes things just don't happen. All right, they just don't happen. And you're like, okay, I've done the work. I've done everything. Why am I not getting what I want? I've done whatever the universe wants me to do. I've done the steps. So this is about why the universe blocks us even when we've done the work. Now, I know I've been telling you guys about my medical work, my stuff that's been going on, and I've been at it for about 4 or 5 months, maybe more, and I had to make dramatic lifestyle changes, and then I had to, it was pretty traumatic, and the medical stuff that I was doing, it was just, it took a lot out of me emotionally, mentally, and I've already done 2 rounds of it, and this time when I was doing it, my results were not good either, and I could continue to try, but something within me was like, this is not the way to do it. This is not the right step for me. And I'm just like, I just need to stop. I just need to stop and live my life for a while. And if it's meant to be, it'll be. So this is how I got the inspiration to do this video. Why is it that when we do all the work, sometimes the universe blocks us? Now, what I have understood, now everybody's thoughts and views are different on this, is that when we do card readings and when we talk about things like that, we always talk about divine timing, all right? The truth of the matter is that sometimes, even if we feel we are ready, the universe knows better, all right? And we can only know this. There is no proof of it right now. But instead, after maybe a couple of years, and you look back in hindsight and you're like, oh yeah, that all makes sense. Because if you look back on your life right now and think about the things that were denied to you, most of them, you are sort of like better off without them. Because in the sense you're like, okay, I should have got that job. But oh man, that company went under a year later and I would have hated the timelines and I'm so much happier now. Or I should have dated that guy and then, oh, that guy turned out to be, whatever. The point is that the universe always has a plan for us. And it sucks to be in this state. But the only thing you can tell yourself is that if the universe doesn't make something happen for you, that means there is something better waiting. And that is a belief that I'm going on and the belief that I have, preached. So I must follow what I preach. And that is something that I'm telling you, that when you do all the work and you still don't get what you want, which is a very few cases, doesn't always happen, but then there are a few cases when it does. It just means A, the timing isn't right, for you, even though you feel it's right, the universe knows better. If it's related to somebody else, that person may not be ready. The timing may not be right for them. The method we're going about it, maybe you're going about it in a particular way, in a particular manner, that's not right for us right now. So whatever the case may be, the universe has a plan. The universe always has a plan. So when things are blocked for you, what you need to tell yourself is, the universe has a plan. If this is denied to me, then there's something better waiting. And trust me, I'm in the same boat, and this is what I'm telling myself. And it's weird. When something is so drastically wrong, I could be panicking, and I could be like freaking out. And yes, I had my moment of crying and getting over it, and I had a large drink because I wasn't allowed to drink for 6 months. But I'm okay. I have this weird sense of peace in my heart where I'm like, the universe was blocking that process on every step of the way. And I was just fighting and fighting and fighting. Every time I did it, I was in Abu Dhabi for a month and everything that could go wrong was going wrong. And then I did it from half the time in India and I was supposed to fly there, but it just wasn't going according to plan. And I'm just like, there is a reason. I could keep forcing it, you know. But if the universe is blocking it so much, I have to trust the universe, right? If we trust the universe when we're watching card readings and horoscopes and healing and things like that, then you have to trust the universe all the way. You can't be like, okay, I'll trust it sometimes, and sometimes I'm gonna be like, no, the universe doesn't know. Well, the universe has a plan, you know? So I'm not saying don't do the work. Don't be disheartened by, oh, the universe has a plan, so I'm not going to do my work. And if you haven't seen my earlier videos, they teach you how to do the work. You've got to do the work. And I know I did the work. But now that has not happened. I could, lose hope completely. Or I could be like, no, I still have hope. I just know that this method or this time is not right for me. So today, this is what I wanted to share with you guys, that a lot of times people write and they're like, especially when it comes to union with their partners and things like that, or money or job, and you're like, I've done everything. Either we haven't cleared out the blockages, which we are not even aware of, which happens. That doesn't mean they won't get cleared later on. Or the universe has something better for us, a better timing, a better partner, a better situation, maybe the same partner, but at a different time, It's all meant to happen in a particular way. And divine timing, whenever we use the word divine timing, it sucks because we're just like, this is annoying. I don't want to keep waiting. And I always give this example. I used to always date musicians because I work in the music field. And I always thought that I would end up being with a musician, or an artist of some kind, like an artistic person, because that is what I was into. That was my kind of guy, right? Till I was in a horrible karmic relationship. And you guys can check out all about that in one of my earlier videos where I talk about my story and my journey, which was so horrific. It was mentally abusive, emotionally abusive, not physically too much, but more in mental and emotional. And it dragged on for so long that it really took a lot out of me to get out of that situation. And that karmic person is still like trying to get me back, pull me back into their thing. And it's been years. But it took a lot out of me and I learned a lot and it was just a lot of stuff. But whatever that did, it completely turned me off on all artistic people. And I know that's bad, right? But it was like a switch that went off. And after that, I was like, I am not going to date any Indians, which is silly, I know. I just stopped being attracted to Indians. I think something really got screwed up in my head after that. But my main thing was I don't want to date an artist of any kind, especially the one that is, struggling or just starting out or isn't very established, because then you end up being their mother and taking care of them and financially and everything. I don't want to do that, right? I do that in my work life. I don't want to do that in my personal life. I didn't want somebody who couldn't treat me with respect and give me the stuff that I wanted in life, like the love, respect, the kind of relationship I deserved. So I made a certain criteria in my head. At that time, I wasn't a healer. I wasn't doing card reading. So this is just something I decided to myself. Like, I'm not dating that kind of person. And a couple of months later, I met my twin, who was not artistic, had a proper job, and but it was amazing, completely opposite to what or who I would ever date. Now, you're talking about divine timing. If I had not gone through that karmic crap, I would have never gone for someone like my twin. I wouldn't have even given him a second chance, like a second look, because he was so different from the kind of people I used to, date. But I had to go. So the universe had given me him couple of years ago, it probably wouldn't have worked out because I wouldn't have been in that mind space, right? But because I had gone through all of that, I'd changed my views, I'd learned, I'd grown, that was the perfect time for me to meet my twin. Perfect time for me to get into healing, perfect time for me to have my spiritual awakening. Now, this is just one example. So this is what it's telling you, that sometimes when things are not happening, either there's something better, and I could be like, why didn't it work out with my karmic? Because there was something better. My twin was 1,000 times better, Or the timing isn't right, and the timing will be right, and the universe will know. right? So this is what I wanted to share with you guys, that if you're doing the work, and keep doing the work, okay? This doesn't mean you give up. Never give up on what you want. Just be a bit more fluid with the timelines and the way you're going to get what you want, all right? But be focused on what you want. You will get it the same way I know I will get it, all right? So this was a little lesson for you guys today. If you want to book a private session with me with regards to healing, counseling, EFT, all of that can be done on Skype or in person if you're based in India. Skype worldwide. I do card readings. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye.